Hi students, good morning. So in previous class we have been discussed regarding the concept of oscillations. So in oscillations we have been discussed regarding the concept of periodic motion and oscillatory motion. This oscillatory motion also, which we can call it as vibratory motion. So today in this topic, in this class, we are going to discuss regarding the concept of simple harmonic motion. Simple harmonic motion. So this simple harmonic motion in short form, which you can call it as SHM. A simple harmonic motion in simple form, which you can call it as SHM. So how we can define this simple harmonic motion? Simple harmonic motion so is an oscillatory motion in which acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. And acceleration is always directed towards mean position. So this, which we can define here as simple harmonic motion. So we know very well, so what is an oscillatory motion? Oscillatory motion is nothing but to and fro motion, and it is a periodic, in which acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. We know what's acceleration, so one is what is a displacement. And acceleration always directed towards mean position. So what it will be happen? Just we can see this explanation, so with the help of a diagram. Here, so mass suspended by a spring, so which you have been taken. Already I have been said this is an example for oscillatory motion. So this one, which we can call it as mean position. Whenever we have been applied some force that which tries to come towards this position. The same bob, this one, which we have been called it as extreme position, So what it will happen, this it will come toward this position and it cannot stay for a long time. It will tries to move towards a mean position. So at that time, so how it will be means this acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. So here the displacement, so which we can express in two ways, either along x-axis or along y-axis. So in simple form, to represent this equation, so which we can write here as A is directly proportional to its displacement. Displacement is denoted by x. But these are opposite with each other, so which we can write here as A is directly proportional to minus x. Or in terms of displacement along y-axis, so which we can represent here as A is directly proportional to minus y. So as per our NCERT textbook, so we are going to take the equation as A is directly proportional to minus x. So in simple form, which we can represent. So Simple harmonic motion is an oscillatory motion in which acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. And acceleration and displacement are opposite with each other. Acceleration always directed towards a mean position. So this which tries to come towards a mean position. So based on this which we can tell. So one more example which we can take here as, so this is nothing but which we have been called it as a simple pendulum. So simple pendulum which it can move a to and fro motion, and here also which it can move from this point to this point. Here also acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. This acceleration which always tries to come towards a mean position. So why it is coming towards a mean position means because of restoring force. Restoring force which it will acts at that point. Because of that it tries to move towards a mean positions. So examples so which you can talk it as, oscillation of bob of simple pendulum. So this is one example which we can take. And the next example as oscillation of mass suspended by a spring. So this is the example which we can take. So in this way which we can define regarding the simple harmonic motion. So in this chapter most of the cases which we are going to discuss regarding only this simple harmonic motion. So first we are going to discuss in this concept further characteristics of simple harmonic motion, then types of simple harmonic motion, and then whenever it is in motion, so we know very well which we are going to discuss regarding the concept of displacement, velocity and acceleration and time period. So these are the things which we are going to discuss regarding the simple harmonic motion. So next one is a characteristics of simple harmonic motion. So whenever it follows a simple harmonic motion, so what are the characteristics? So first one is a simple harmonic motion is periodic in motion. Periodic in motion. So for this which you can take here as the simple example which is nothing but a loaded spring. So whenever I have been taken some mass suspended, so this which I have been applied some force, that the body which tries to come towards its mean position, so in periodic in nature, which tries to move like this, so it will take the same time period, so only for small oscillations or for small vibrations, so that which it can move, so it will take the same time for again and again at regular intervals of time. So SHM is periodic in motion. SHM is to and fro motion about its mean position. So to and fro motion, so which we have been discussed like this, or we can take a simple pendulum which we can take. This simple pendulum which tries to move to and fro motion. So that is the one characteristics. And then in SHM, acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. So with the help of definition which you have been said, acceleration is always directly proportional to its displacement. So with the help of this which you can write here as A is directly proportional to minus x. And then in SHM, acceleration is always directed towards its mean position. So this bob, what it will tries means, it will tries to come towards a mean position. So at that time, so how will be the acceleration means, this acceleration, so which always acts it's towards its mean position. So for example, here if you have been taken from this point to this point, So if I have been taken from this point to this point, here displacement is 0, already we have been discussed. Here whenever displacement is increasing, so what about its acceleration? Means that acceleration which always acts towards a mean position. So that's why acceleration, displacement are opposite in direction. So this acceleration is always directed towards a mean position. Sir, why it has been happening? It's always directed towards a mean position means whenever bob comes to extreme position, at this point restoring force will act. That restoring force which tries to comes the bob towards a mean position. So that's why acceleration is always directed towards its mean position. So these are the characteristics of a simple harmonic motion. So next one is a simple harmonic motion, so which we can divide it into two types. So apart from that, one is a linear simple harmonic motion, another one is a angular simple harmonic motion. In simple form we can call it as linear SHM, this one we can call it as angular SHM. So how we can define the linear simple harmonic motion? So it is the motion in which so SHM is linear motion. So how we can tell this? It is the motion in which simple harmonic motion is linear motion. So linear means along a straight line. So example, so which you can take it as, so oscillation of mass suspended by a spring. This which we have been discussed so many times. So for example, so here we have been taken, so this is the spring which has been suspended by some mass or loaded spring which we can take. So this motion which we have been seeing, which we can observe, so in case of linear, that is either upwards or downwards, which it can move only in case of a linear motion. So that's why, so we can call this as a linear simple harmonic motion. So this is the example, so which we can take as oscillation of mass suspended by a spring. So next one is angular. Angular, in the name itself it has been given, which will make some angular deviation. So it is a motion so in which SHM, a simple harmonic motion, is angular deviation. So angular deviation of motion. So which you can call it as angular simple harmonic motion. So example, so which you can take here as oscillation of bob suspended by oscillation of bob of simple pendulum. So for this, which you can take an example as like this. If you have been taken a suspended bob which is nothing but which is made up of some metal like copper or aluminum, and this one which we can call it as which is made up of a string like as a thread, that which it can move. Here if you have been observed, this bob which it has been moved from this point to this point, so in the form of arc shape. At that time, so which we are going to get certain angle, that angle which you can call it as theta, that is the angular deviation. So in terms of angles, but whereas in this case in terms of linear, which it has been happened. So based on this, so we can define, so one is a linear simple harmonic motion, another one is a angular simple harmonic motion. Okay, ma. Our next topic is a simple harmonic motion and uniform circular motion. So in this, this is a concept which you should have to understand for further cases also. Here they asked to show that simple harmonic motion is a projection of uniform circular motion along a diameter of the circle. So first here you should have to know what is a simple harmonic motion. So in simple harmonic motion, acceleration is always directed towards its mean position and A is directly proportional to its displacement. So uniform circular motion. So motions which we have been discussed regarding uniform circular motion. So a particle which can move. So in uniform circular motion, speed remains constant. At any point, speed will remain same, but whereas its direction will changes. Here, we should have to show that the projection of uniform circular motion along the diameter of the circle is simple harmonic motion. So now I am considering a circle. So for this, which I am considering, so two axes. This is a center point which I can call it as O, this as a X, this as a X dash. X, O, X dash, which I can call it as diameter along the X axis. In the same way, Y, O, Y dash, which I can take it as a diameter along the Y axis. Here, this origin O represents which is a center for the circle. So now let us consider a particle which is moving in uniform circular motion. For example, if particle is at this point, so it will moves and then it will complete one cycle. So that is a uniform circular motion. But here what they are asking, SHM is a projection of the uniform circular motion. Here, what's the meaning of this projection? Here, I have been considered a particle P. This is a particle P. So which is having the radius, so which is equals to, which I can take it as x is equals to capital A. This is the amplitude, a maximum displacement of a particle, which I can take it as that whose radius is A. That this is a particle P. So which makes some angular displacement, that which is nothing but theta. So as if we know very well, which is moving with some angular velocity omega. When our particle is moving in circular motion, that it is a rotatory motion. So with some angular velocity omega, which I can take. So if this particle is moving in uniform circular motion, for this particle, now we should have to consider a projection of that particle. That means if I have been considered this is a particle P, for this the projection of the particle which I can take it as this which I can take it as which is nothing but Q is a projection of the particle P. If this particle P moves in uniform circular motion, then what about the projection of P means which can makes a to and fro motion and acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. That the particle Q which makes a simple harmonic motion. So please try to understand here the concept what I am going to discuss. Same one I am considering like this. If this particle is at this position, for that what is the projection of the particle means I can take this as a projection. If this particle moves from this point to this point, so now what is the projection means I can take this as a projection. If this particle moves toward this point, this is a projection. If this moves toward this point, so projection is this. If this comes toward this point, here the projection will be same. If you observe, it has been started from this point. If it has been complete half uniform circular motion by the particle P, the projection of P which it can comes like this. Then whenever it is moving remaining half, for example if this is a particle, it can move toward this point. If this is a particle position, then projection will be this. Then if I have been considered like this, this is a projection. So if it completes this, so then the particle again it moves to this point. So here P is a particle and Q is the projection of P, that which I have been taken along x-axis. Along x-axis, so which I can take. So here if you have been observed clearly, if this particle which is moving in uniform circular motion, the projection of this particle Q, or we can call this as foot of the perpendicular, because this will be the perpendicular which will make 90 degrees. This foot of the perpendicular Q which can make a simple harmonic motion along x, O, x dash. So then if this particle is moving in uniform circular motion, the projection of this particle Q which can make a simple harmonic motion, so which we can define. So based on this which we can understand the concept of whenever particle P is moving in uniform circular motion, the projection of that particle Q which can make a simple harmonic motion. If it starts from this point, if it moves toward this point, then the particle projection it will move toward this point, then remaining half it will move. That's why which it can make to and fro motion, and it is periodic. Acceleration is directly proportional to its displacement. So with the help of this which we can tell. So what about this OQ? OQ which I can call it as displacement of the particle. Here which I can tell here as x, O, x dash, that is diameter along x-axis, and y, O, y dash, this is a diameter along y-axis, and A, radius of the particle, and omega is angular velocity, where theta it will represent angular displacement. So with the help of this, so in order to particle move from x to P, so to this certain point, so it will take some time, that time which I can take it as a t. Then what is the angular displacement? That angular displacement is nothing but theta is equals to, angular velocity omega is equals to theta by t. With the help of this I can write here as theta is equals to omega into t. So angular velocity, the rate of change of angular displacement, theta by t, with the help of this theta is equals to omega into t, which we can write. Here I have been said x is nothing but displacement. So displacement of projection of particle. So what is that displacement? How we can represent that? Here if you have been seen this O2 some point which I have been taken, this radius is s, it's making some angular displacement theta. So whenever you have been taken a resolution of vector which is making certain angle A along x-axis, so which I can write here as A cos theta, along y-axis which I can write here as A sin theta. That from O to Q which I can take it as a displacement x, so that which is nothing but x is equals to A cos theta. Which we can represent. But theta is equals to what we know, omega into t, which I can write here as x is equals to A cos omega t. So this is a displacement along x-axis. So whenever you have been taken displacement along x-axis, we are going to get x is equals to A cos omega t. Sir, whether I have to represent only the displacement only along x-axis? No. So we can represent along y-axis also. So if you represent along y-axis, just here I am showing. So for this, what is the projection of the particle means? This is the Q. So this is nothing but Y. Y is a displacement from O to Q. So in such a case, so what is the displacement of the particle means? So which is nothing but, so Y is equals to A sine theta. So Y is equals to, we can represent here as A sine omega. So this is the displacement of projection of particle along Y axis. But as per our NCERT syllabus, so which we are going to use the equation as x is equals to A cos omega t along the x axis, which you have been proved along the x axis. Sir, then what about displacement of the particle? Here displacement of the particle along x axis is x is equals to A cos omega t, along y axis is y is equals to A sin omega t, which we can represent. So with the help of this, which I have been proved that a projection of uniform circular motion along the diameter of the circle is SHM. If this is a particle P, for this projection Q, which I have been proved, so which will make a simple harmonic motion. So further we are going to discuss regarding the displacement we have been discussed, then velocity, acceleration, and then time period and frequency, which we are going to discuss. So this is regarding today's topic. So in this class we have been discussed now, so SHM, simple harmonic motion, and then characteristics, types, a linear SHM and angular SHM, and then finally we have been proved that so a particle which is making uniform circular motion, for that the projection of the particle is simple harmonic motion, which we have been proved. Thank you.